Do the kids still like Regis Philbin?
All right, and we're live. Welcome to Jumbo and Jake Radio. Today is April 2nd, and we're going to talk about the topics that are on the topic sheet. Music. Stop the music. Stop the music. Okay, we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff, Jake. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now, but there's actually kind of not. There's only one thing really dominating the news. It's Corona. We'll try to avoid it, but we'll get there. Jake, how are you doing on this fine Thursday morning?
I'm so mad at you.
What'd I do wrong?
I'm so mad at you.
I think it's fair.
The seizure on the intro, and you need to be watching out for that from me.
I saw you do the seizure.
I know, but you need to stop. That was a test. I've had one before. I'm prone for them.
Oh.
So that was a fail by you as my friend.
Well,
and emergency contact if I forget my mom's phone number.
Well, hey, Jake, if we play the tape back, I do believe as soon as you went into your seizure, I started lowering the music because I didn't want you to have to do it for too long at all. So it's a half pass.
No.
Yeah. Mark it down, BBD.
You were all over the how there's one story. Yeah, because that thing's still going on, the coronavirus. How you doing?
Doing well, I think. I'm trying to figure out if I'm louder than you or I'm quieter than you. So okay. Chat, let me know. Other than that, I'm doing well. I slept in a little bit today. We had 2 crazy days in a row, so that was fun. I'm excited. Like, we still have a pretty busy day. We're doing this. We're doing our show with Plouffe. I'm teaching Plouffe Wirecast, which is terrible. But I'm excited. Like, free time. But then, I'm just going to try and make a ton of breakdowns and work all day anyway. But yesterday was crazy. BBD, did we tell you how much we got done yesterday?
I saw the tweet.
Yeah, so we were impressed with ourselves for getting 8 episodes done on Tuesday. Because that meant we only had to get 4 done on Wednesday. We got 10 done on Wednesday. That was incredible.
It's a lot.
We watched so many World Series. I mean, we went from 86 to 96.
That'll do it.
A lot of baseball. Did you enjoy it, Jake?
I did. I like baseball, and you say impressed. I'm not. That's just par for the course for me. I'm a content freak, and yeah, if the number was 20, I would have done 20. That's just all I know. So
we could have kept going. We stopped at 5 both days.
It's special to see you, and now we're staying apart for a while, as the virus infiltrates us.
Yeah. How was your ride back? How was your Uber drivers been? They like the weirdos that are. I feel like you got a hyper cautious one who sealed up the car. Have you gotten any?
I've had 2
careless?
Seals and 1 non-seal.
When you got into the non-seal, where you're like, "What are you doing, dude?"
No, he was all masked up and stuff, and it's still like rules of the life, and like I think we've had some Uber seating conversations with our friends. There's some people that like to sit up front with the Ubers, like that's out now. And basically the rule is you have to sit diagonal, so everyone's doing the math in their head, like how far that is. So like if you lean back in the back seat of an Uber and the driver's up front, you could put like 4 or 5 feet between you. So you're kind of, being street legal, but everyone that's scared hates what I just said. So I'm sorry, everyone, but it's done. It's the reason we did it. And, came back, had ordered some Chinese food. So that was nice.
Wow. What'd you get?
Treat yourself a little bit. I don't know, chicken and rice, something like that. Some dumps. For sure, some dumps, and then had a couple beers and huge live res performance last night, Jim.
Oh wow, you were telling me about that.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was good. I mean, it was a scene out of it's a scene out of what's the Zac Efron frat house movie?
Neighbors.
Neighbors. Like I'm 30 now. I'm at the age of the neighbors in that. And yeah, I mean we're in sweatpants, holding a beer,
How do you spell Rez?
taking
Is it
turns.
R-E-Z?
R-E-Z-Z.
Two Z's.
Rez.
Because when you Google Rez with one Z,
Um,
it shouldn't come up.
No. So yeah, I mean we had it bumping on the TV and we're taking turns and it's like, are we dancing? Do you want to dance together? Not really. And then like I kind of don't want to dance too much. So like sitting down, petting the dog. I don't know, it was a nice time, but it was definitely out of like the scene in the movie where it's like, I'm older.
Was the dog dancing?
Dog wasn't dancing, and like there's a lot of bright lights and stuff. And Rez has a signature pair of like light up glasses she has, and Jess was wearing those, aka Jez, and the dog was a little freaked out by that. But I mean, not like actually freaked out, just like good dog doesn't know what's going on content.
Her glasses look cool. Why don't you get a pair?
So cool. Jess has a pair. They're her thing. I don't need to step on that.
Look at those.
Yeah, Rez is awesome.
Does she
They have
look
different settings and stuff?
Does she look into those like for hours on end?
I mean, she looks through them like it's light one way.
Oh, okay.
It's like a flashlight almost.
I was really worried for Rez's eyes at one point.
No, you can't go both ways with the light.
I'm so curious.
Yeah, and then our Rez group, we had a discussion last night.
It gets in there a little bit.
Oh, it's got to be in front of your eyeball, like her glasses.
Yeah, but this is a block. I mean, her glasses aren't a block. I'm blind out of this eye.
No, they have holes in them.
Yeah.
But the light goes one way.
I'm more a little worried about Rez's eyes. And her ears, to be honest.
The ears are fair. The eyes are not fair because the light travels one way. But yeah, and then Rez recently started dating a girl who she's a DJ, but she's a lot less popular. This group were like, hey, they better be in love because if that other girl is dating Rez just for the clout, we're going to be pissed. So, It's always dramatic, but here we are.
Do you have a favorite Rez track?
I mean, Jim, it's tough to put what Rez does into words.
And there's an article here called How to Write Music Like Rez. So maybe I'll just watch that and then I'll make a Rez song for you.
Yeah, you could you could try. But yeah, I mean it's just powerful. It's emotions.
How many times have you seen Rez live?
I think 3 or 4 times.
Have you ever seen her work?
I'd say I think her biggest one is Relax.
Okay.
So I guess that's for the people.
Have you ever seen her wear more than one pair of glasses at a time?
Like double glasses?
Yeah.
I mean, no, she the glasses have settings on them that you could change what the lights do. So she does that.
So you've never seen this before? Because this must have been a special concert.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's her just having fun. She's awesome. So she's having a good time there.
It looks like a good time.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you had a Rez concert in your living room.
Big time.
I would have liked to see a stream of you guys dancing.
You say that, but I mean, there's a lot of sweats and sweatpants. I mean, you would have liked it. I don't know if the world would have liked it.
Okay, fair. I watched the challenge. That's what I did. And then I watched Dave.
Yeah, you challenged hard, dude. How you doing?
Challenge is awesome.
I watched Dave as well.
The challenge was confusing. It was good. The new format's awesome. I advise people to get into it if you haven't. It's fun. It's a good show. But the new format's cool. There's been so many people that never get voted into an elimination because they have such a good social game that they never get voted down, and then they go to the final without ever having to prove themselves.
Right.
So the producers changed it this year. If you don't go voted into elimination and win an elimination, you don't even get to go to the final.
Like that.
So now, instead of lobbying to not go to elimination, you're going to lobby to go to elimination and try to make it when a weaker person is also going. Like, let's just get this over with. And I'm really hoping that they ice a player out. Like someone's begging every week, like, let me go to elimination. They're like, nah, I just keep them in the corner. And then they go to the final challenge. And they're like, well, obviously you can't go because they didn't ever voted you down.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, with the challenge, it's kind of funny that like you're saying they just make the thing they want. So it'll be funny if that situation happens. Like they'll probably be like, well, you didn't enter a challenge, so you can't play, but we'd set up this. It's like
so that's what they did when they lost me, and they lost a lot of viewers. They had a new producer who did all these like, you got eliminated, but if you win this, you can make your way back into the house, because they had so many bad characters that they wanted the good people to get, and everyone hated it. That's like what I stopped watching. Yeah. That's why Kenny told me, no, they don't do that anymore. It's just like real. You're eliminated, you're gone format. So yeah, they better not.
Right. Well, in theory, that wouldn't be eliminated. It would be you've survived, but you can't advance. I don't know. Interesting. Love how much you love it, and I support you through that. How'd you feel live tweeting it? How'd it feel coming off the fingers? How'd the breakdown feel? Let us in.
It felt awful. I wanted to make another Twitter account just for people that care about the challenge. But then I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, man. Let those feelings go.
It's weird. No one cares. See, that's the thing. Tweeting about something no one cares about.
A couple people care.
Yeah.
You care.
Just need everyone to watch it with me. Then it's more fun. But I do miss like live tweeting something with everyone that's watching.
Yeah.
Like, baseball games are fun. Like, every night we're all watching the same thing. We're all going to tweet about the Yankee game. Let's have a blast. You know?
Let's do it.
Missing that. And now like I'm like, oh, tweet about. I thought the breakdown was awesome. I didn't do the hashtag in it, so it didn't go anywhere. Like it got no retweets. And I hit tweet and I immediately was like, fuck. I should have hashtagged the challenge. Would have got more attention. But, you know, I had one of your gummies and I was having a blast doing it. I thought it was a bang up recap that I did. I don't know if you watched it. You probably didn't because you don't know what's going on.
I watched it, but so I was putting together the story in my head.
Yeah.
I knew you didn't like that guy, though, so I knew you were being tough on him.
Oh, you don't like rookies when you watch a challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah. And statement stands.
He'd been on 4 different reality shows.
Pretty crazy.
Like the dance one, Israel Big Brother, So You Think You're the One on MTV, and now this, and he left right away. But he's going to leave right away. He's just being dumb.
Reality TV show actor is a weird thing.
If you have one show and that's your show, like Johnny Bananas, sure.
Right.
He's done his 20th season. So, like, whatever. I respect it at this point. He's crossed the threshold where it's like, no, this is his life. I think he gets an appearance fee probably, so he probably makes money every time he goes on the show and stuff.
Yeah.
Even if he wins or loses. And he has a brand now where he gets advertisements and sponsors and shit. But yeah, if you like this dude,
right?
Soft
This is classic. This is classic. Like when we talk about MLB contracts and we're talking about the 1%, like Johnny Bananas, CT out of it, and they have their thing. These other guys, like you just mentioned, this guy's done 4 different shows.
Yeah, no, and no one knows who he is, so it's not like he's a star on anything. And he won one in Israel, but I mean, I didn't want.
How many Instagram followers do you think he has?
10,000.
What's his name? Asa or something?
Asaf. ASAF. I'm guessing because he's ripped. He's got like abs like crazy and long hair. And he was Big Brother winner in Israel. So I'm guessing anyone that watches TV in Israel follows him. I don't know how big the Instagram community is.
You know his last name?
No, I just type like Asaf, Big Brother.
Powell?
Let me see.
Okay. Well, there's a couple famous Asafs out there. Good for the name Asaf.
I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Gorin. Asaf Gorin.
Asaf Gorin. With a G?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Asaf Gorin Instagram. It's Asaf Gorin 1 is his handle. 161,000 followers. So I was wrong. But that doesn't look like him. It looks like a different Asaf Gorin.
Yeah. Maybe that's Asaf Gorin 1.
This is a rap that I'm watching.
Okay.
From Asaf Gorin called... This is brutal and I hate it. I don't even want to show you.
Don't show me.
I don't know if that's him or not. Damn. That was brutal. Feel lucky that I didn't just show you that.
Thanks, Jim.
Do you have any plans for like 11 days now that you don't have to come here and you're in your own apartment?
I was wondering that today. I've been playing a game of chicken about a PS4 and doing some of the MLB The Show stuff. Not even necessarily for like the fake entertainment stuff that everyone's doing on the interstate, but also for me, just for like baseball and video games. I went to a GameStop like right before everything shut down and they were all out of PS4. So now I'm keep playing a game. Like, do I actually want to order this? No, I probably don't, but it'd be kind of fun. And like, it's not a great hobby to start picking up again, but so many people are doing it. And there's like some stress relief aspect to it. And I like baseball. So I don't know. No, I don't have a plan. We're getting a big grocery delivery tomorrow. Excited for that.
That's huge.
And yeah, my current plan is to start stretching more. As you know, our backs are completely locked up from sitting in chairs and recording stuff. So like I started making a workout game plan because I'm a bougie workout guy.
Oh, okay.
Like if I do yoga, like I like doing it at like a nice yoga studio. If I'm if I was going to do a dance class, like I'd want to go to a dance class. Like I don't like just turning on the TV and being like, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2.
Unless it's
3,
res.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's not a dance class. That's a cult.
You got a workout in.
That's a cult. And so, yeah, no, like, and I started thinking about it and I was like, I wonder if is there like I'm in my 30s and I want to get active again, like ease in even easier. Like, is there like a 2-week stretch program? Yeah, after those you like walk, jogging, and then after that month you start running. Like I need to come in. I want to come in. I'm a blank canvas right now, and I'm a very tight blank canvas.
Yoga?
I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. So that's where I'm at.
I did yoga with Katie, and I have like a place of anger inside of me when because she also listens to this podcast that helps her fall asleep, and it's the same reaction I get, and I wish I didn't get it, but I can't help it right yet, is when someone is like, relax, take all your troubles from the day and breathe them out. And let's think about tomorrow and the good. I just get like a fit of rage. I'm like, shut the fuck up about this.
Yeah.
Like, you're not helping me. You're annoying the fuck out of me, making me think about all the things that I have to do tomorrow and that I didn't get done today. So I told her, like, is there yoga without the spiritual bullshit? Because I can't do it. I called Ritzy up because Ritzy teaches yoga. And I asked her, like, do you do this shit when you teach yoga? Are you like, breathe in your troubles and exhale them? I can't take it. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, you've got too powerful of a brain for that kind of stuff. And that's that's part of the Oh, dude, you have the most powerful brain I know. And it's definitely going to override that because you either, and this is part of the bougie experience in like a nice yoga studio because you have instructors you like and instructors you hate because everyone says kind of that same stuff, but it's all about the delivery. And it's like, be present in this room right now. Don't worry about the outside stuff because that shit's still going to be there when you get there. And like when someone delivers that the right way, you're like, you know what? That's true. Like no matter what happens in these 40 minutes, that outside shit'll be there.
That's
I'll
true.
see you later.
Because there are like motivational speeches and motivational quotes that are corny that I love. Like I eat them up.
But there's some people that deliver it like they either go too far and stuff, and you don't like those people. So that's kind of part of the experience, is finding the actual people you like. And that's where I think like what you're saying, like any of that coming through a TV to me, I'm like, get out of there.
Yeah. No, I didn't like it at all. I felt like Charlie from Always Sunny. Like, am I getting angry? Why am I getting angry?
Right.
I just didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
And I'm so unflexible. Like Katie was like, will you do a yoga class with me? Will you? And I said, yes, but I'm going to go behind you. You're not allowed to correct me, and you're not allowed to look at me.
Right.
But I'll try my best because I'm interested in actually trying. I wish I was more flexible. And like my sister Ritzy says is, even steel bends if you heat it up enough.
Yeah.
So, but just you can't watch me. And you can't put your hand on my back and be like, no, go a little farther. I'm out then. Let me do my own thing.
See, I love that stuff.
I'm struggling.
But if I had your flexibility, I would hate yoga. So I'm with you.
I'm a bored. It's ridiculous. Yeah. There was one thing, and it was like, we were doing a 5-minute beginner session, and it was like, it was laying on your back and moving your legs one way while keeping your back on the ground.
Right.
And I was like, Katie did it so easily. I couldn't fathom that a body can do that because mine doesn't even, she tried to do it with me and it doesn't do it.
Yeah.
But I got that every time I went to a physical in like middle school and high school. I would get, you may be one of the least flexible people I've ever seen. That's what the doctors would always say to me. They're like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
They're like, do you play sports? I was like, yes, I play baseball and hockey every day.
Yeah, Tommy P, who does Talking Knicks with us, it's like a comedy show. Like, and he was crazy athletic. Like, he was 4 years varsity basketball, track star and stuff. And he like sit and reach, he couldn't reach the thing and stuff. It's wild that some people just don't have.
Sit and reach. I couldn't get the board.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Tommy's the same way.
Yeah,
that was brutal. I felt like an imp. It was like, what? I can't even touch.
Well, you are
the 1
you
inch.
Feel that way too.
I can't even touch the 1 inch mark. Like, what are you guys doing over here? It's crazy.
I was so good at sit and reach.
Yeah, I forgot all those tests. Sit and reach.
I would like go as far. Like, I was trying to snap my knee. I wanted records.
That's huge. Did you ever snap it?
Like, I got close. Like, I felt things pulling back there, and it was like, I definitely should stop, but got to keep going.
Nice. Do you want to talk about?
So bizarre.
Yeah, I wonder if they still do that in school.
BBD, did you do sit and reach stuff in like gym class?
We did it a little bit. I have a yoga story. I don't know if the YouTube crowd can hear me.
They can.
Did we fix that?
Yeah.
Okay. A couple years ago at my college, we were doing like a yoga class. I went with one of my friends, and the instructor lady was doing that positivity shit. And I was like laughing when she's talking about like, just think about all the like great things about yourself. And I was laughing because I don't think there's anything positive about me.
It's just go to the dark place.
And she's like, at the end, she's like, you laughed at me earlier when I said that, and you did the whole class. Like, no, I did the class. I was laughing because there's nothing positive about me, nothing to do with you. That's the end of that story.
That's great. Yeah, yoga's not for you. You got a nice smile.
You do have a nice smile, David. Beautiful. The sit and reach seems archaic.
Sit and reach in middle school, Lake Zurich Middle School South. I just bought a shirt. I wanted to have a shirt for every school I've gone to.
Sure.
So I bought a long sleeve Lake Zurich Middle School South shirt. And I was just going to wear them. And then they sent me a t-shirt, and I'm like, it's not what I ordered. So
damn,
kind of mad at them. But anyway, at middle school, it was sit and reach. We had to climb a rope and see how many, and they would mark down how many knots you got.
Yeah.
Push-ups and
I
sit-ups.
Feel like rope climbing got canceled.
I mean, dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, because you have that like 60-year-old, 60-pound, 11-year-old is what I meant to say. We can get all the way up there, and then what happens? He just falls, It's like we didn't have any harnesses, and you get up to the you get fucking high up.
Yeah.
I didn't get high.
Rope climbing's definitely canceled.
Yeah, so let us know. What did your middle school do?
Yeah, I was a power bottom. I couldn't climb the rope either.
I get like halfway, and then I'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
You had to get far enough to show like, hey, if I really wanted, I could get up there, but no, thank you.
I wonder why this is instilled in my brain. I hope my children don't have this. I never once believed that anything in school mattered.
Okay, here we go.
Like teachers would be like, you have to do this or you can't move past it. And I'd just be like, that's a bluff. Like there's no way me not being able to climb this rope matters in my grade or schooling. Probably
You're an independent thinker.
I did pretty bad in school, but they'd be like, colleges won't allow this. And it's like, yes, they will. And then they did. College was way more lax than high school.
Yes.
Way more lax.
Yeah, I mean it's basically religion. Like the goal of religion is to teach you some like morals and stuff to go by and be a good person. That's basically what they're doing in school too. Like they're trying to show you, hey, the best way to be a good worker in college is like do your homework. So when you get to college, you're used to doing work at home.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could also, they didn't know Adderall was going to come out and you could pop one of those and just crank out 12 hours and pass your classes.
But college is cool because you choose your major. So like I always did my history homework because I loved history and I enjoyed learning about it. I never did my math homework because there was no way that was going to come into my life later on.
Right. It's an interesting conversation because you also need to open kids up to everything and your brain.
I agree with that.
You're not smart enough until you're 18, 21, 30, 45 to figure out what you really want to do. So you need to be introduced for stuff. And that's where, I think there's a lot of luck involved too. Like, it's just the path of life. Like
if I could go back, I would have not been as stubborn about that. I would have tried to learn more. But I don't have it in. I don't have it in me. If something I don't think is going to benefit me, I just don't care.
Right. You have a curious mind and you're a vivacious learner when you want to be. What about me? I've got nothing. Like I try to think if I ran it back, like get into sports broadcasting or something. But like I probably still wouldn't have been good at the actual academics of it,
Yeah, no. They would have turned you into a dweeb.
I still am.
Like they would have put you on the sideline and made you be like not a cool sideline reporter.
Right.
And you would have hated yourself.
Like I would tried to work in like wow, your dick looks great in those pants. And they would have been like, oh, everything in the interview was good, except you talked about the quarterback's dick in his pants.
Yeah. Yeah. So good thing you didn't go there.
Yeah. Thank God.
Find your own way. Speaking of sports,
The Open. Golf is canceled in July. No surprise there. Wimbledon was the nuke yesterday. Wimbledon, and speaking of nuke, hasn't been canceled since World War II. That's why I'm the best in the biz, baby. Aldon Smith signs with the Cowboys. He hasn't played since 1995. That's wrong. It's 2015. But still crazy that he just and he used to be good and into trouble playing the God card now. The Patriots playing kind of cool images from that link, Jimmer. They're transporting 1.2 million of the masks from China. I guess there's like crazy red tape and the pilot couldn't leave the mat and they could only be there for 3 hours. So it's like a high stakes mask grab. Pretty just bizarre world we're living in right now. Baseball. They're talking about the suspensions for the Astros, and it relates to some other players around the league, and that if the season gets canceled, those suspensions would be fulfilled, which, again, makes the story even more wild, depending how you look at things. Tom Brady moving into Jarek Dieter's mansion. That looks like a late ad. I don't know which one of you that was, but that's kind of fun. And that's pretty much your sports.
Did you say Derek Jeter's name backwards on purpose? Did you say it backwards? Okay. It's cool. So the Patriots mask grab, is really cool. Like, high
Yeah.
stakes mask grab. You called it that, and that was cool words from you. Good job.
Thank you.
9/11, one of the last event that I think rocked the country and the world a little bit to this effect. And the documentary that Tom Hanks narrates called Boat Lift. I watch it every September 11th and makes me cry my eyes out, and it's inspiring and sad and all that. And it just made me think, like, how many little documentaries are we going to get about COVID and this time? And then it made me think, how many people are trying to make them already? And that made me feel gross.
Right.
Yeah.
Tracking it. Yeah. Yeah, no, the Patriots thing is pretty wild. And like, when you see 1.2 million masks and you see them loading it, you're like, whoa, that's pretty insane. And then you wonder, like, is the whole body of the plane filled with masks too? I'd almost assume yes, because I think they were going to pick up like 1.7, and they couldn't fill it up. So then on the plane, were there 5 people that had to fly to China? They sat on the tarmac for 3 hours, and then they're flying back with all these masks. I mean, that's pretty absurd. But the Kraft's doing good stuff. When Bobby's not getting his chain yanked. But yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's wild. Because I mean, with the Astros, the documentary stuff, like with the Astros, we've seen the back end of that, of how many people are just fucking running to go make documentaries and movies and all that. And I'm just kind of grossed out now, knowing that there's production companies now, like, writing out their shows, trying to hope that the ending fits. But this Patriots story, all the red tape they're saying, if there is a little, like, 10-minute documentary, I think I'm going to be all in, because it seems like a cool thing.
Oh, the red tape stuff has to be wild. When and this will be very relatable, when I was in the electrical supply and distribution industry, I did a job where I had to ship some lighting fixtures from Canada, and it was like the most paperwork I've ever been involved in, and I hated it. And I was like, literally the next time a customer or anyone asked me to do something from Canada or international, I'm just going to hang up the phone. Like, no questions asked. It's a shock I didn't stick around there longer, but I can only imagine during right now to get a private plane to China and back with all those masks, like how that had to go down. So yeah, again, kudos to the Krafts there.
They're giving $300,000 to New York. Cool.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah. The epicenter.
Do we have an update on the 7 p.m. claps by your apartment? Is the cowbell guy still there?
So I missed it last night. I was in the shower. Wow.
Shows how much you care.
So, yeah, that's a bummer by me. They're not doing it in the AM, which I do think is a little messed up. If we're doing it for the 7 p.m., why aren't we doing it for 7 a.m.?
Well, are people coming and going?
Yes.
So
at both times.
Both shifts get claps at the 7 p.m. The people that are leaving and the people that are coming, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. You get the exit and the intro, but I don't know. Does the intro deserve the clap? I mean, the clap is supposed to be for the people that just served the war a little bit, but I guess it works both ways.
Yeah, you get a send off and a welcome home, both in one fell swoop. Cowbell guy's not back? All right, you let me know, because I need to know if this escalates out of control. It needs to be respectful claps only.
I'll keep an eye out for it today.
Thank you. Aldon Smith signs with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of crazy. He went off the deep end pretty bad. Was one of the best players in the league. The Cowboys like taking chances on players, and his old coach Jim Tomsula is there. So you hope it's you hope it doesn't end ugly, and you hope he's figured some stuff out. But dude, picture like you and I talked at the start of this show about you not being able to touch the reach test thing. Me saying I wanted a 30-plus-year-old workout plan that started with just 2 weeks of stretching. Aldon Smith hasn't played an NFL game in 5 years, and now he's just planning to hop back in there. That's pretty insane. Slightly different athlete than you and me, but still.
Slightly. Also,
that's something I want.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna change topics, so I want.
So was I.
Hear what you got. Okay.
I was gonna change to Jeter and Brady.
Okay, I was gonna quick COVID-19 thing that my Jess called out really well on the news. You mentioned this is the craziest thing since 9/11, pretty much. And the whole thing the other day was like the death total past 9/11. And then the news, because did we watch Dave or we watched something else? Masked Singer was last night, Jim. Anyways, after the Masked Singer, the news came on and they were like, it's official. There's been more phone calls about COVID-19 to 911 than 9/11. And Jess was like, it was very alarmist news because it was like,
That's
how many people were calling in about 9/11? Like, sure, it was probably that day, but like COVID-19
also it was
been going on for 3 weeks now.
It was New York. Did the news say in New York City?
Yes, they were referencing
that's
New York City. It was
huge.
a New York City news thing.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's. I don't want to
But
compare
like they
them too much.
they
You're going to the
opened
weeds.
they opened the news with that as almost like alarmist news, pay attention stuff, and it was like, this is so dumb.
Yeah, it's a dumb stat. It's not even anything. So Tom Brady is moving into Derek Jeter's mansion. Why is Derek Jeter not living in his mansion? He lives in Miami now. Is that why?
Miami.
Have you? I mean, you've seen Derek Jeter's mansion, right, in Tampa? It is
the
huge.
Tampa, yeah.
All the houses next to it. He basically bought 2 lots, built 2 houses, and then combined them with a big middle grand foyer.
Yeah. 30,000 square feet, 7 bedroom, 9 bath. Yeah, did he buy it? Is he renting it?
I don't know.
Oh, they're both Michigan guys, Jim.
Yeah, I know that. But I guess Jeter just doesn't live there anymore.
Yeah.
No one's ever seen.
Good for them.
It's kind of cool. I mean, hey, you want to live in my big ass fucking house? If no one's ever seen it, that's
Do you want to sex where I've sexed?
look at it. The thing is huge. And you forget that Giselle makes like double what Tom Brady makes.
Yeah.
So
I don't forget that.
No, people forget it.
Okay.
What room do you think they live in?
Okay, what's the question? Start over.
What room do you think the bedroom is? Do you think the bedroom is on this top right side or the bottom left here? Where would you put your bedroom? I think it's got to be.
I'd say there's 2 master bedrooms, and there's one in the left house and one in the right house.
It'd be funny if they shared the house and Jeter got the left side and Brady got the right side, and then they hung out in the middle.
I mean, I could feel that being a story. Like, get ready for this story. Like, the first big Michigan game of the year is going to be like, oh, Tom Brady and Derek Jeter watching the Wolverines together. Get 20 billion likes.
That is cool. I mean, the master bedrooms have to be the ones on the water.
Yes.
Got to have a view. That's cool. 11 championships between them. Brady
Not
has
bad.
6 and Jeter has 5.
Yeah.
Winners. The Open got canceled and Wimbledon also got canceled. Don't care. Just kind of immune to that.
Yeah.
If you were to tell me some event that happens before July isn't canceled, that's news. Other than that,
yeah,
all sports are canceled through July or through June.
I think they're doing. I think people are just surprised that some of these events aren't doing, like a delayed or it's off for now. But like Wimbledon, they don't need to do that. They have their one event and it's on grass. So like Wimbledon has kind of a tight time frame that they need to do their 2-week tournament in. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly, I think it's of note as of right now because, well, they just announced it. And B, I mean, it was the last time it was, I mean, World War II. So, it's basically just going to be in 30 years from now, looking back, it'll be like, yeah, well, the last time Wimbledon was canceled was the whole coronavirus and then World War II. Our kids will be like, what was the coronavirus? And I don't know. I'll be long dead. So.
Whoa. All right, I have this next topic in the sports, the last one, Jake. I'm like upset about. I have a hard, firm stance on it.
Get hard with me, kid.
Whoa, gross. I'm gonna play the sound drop for the. I have a firm stance.
Okay.
That's my ass, O'Brien.
Huge.
Them saying that the suspensions for players like Domingo Herman and how many other players are suspended? I mean, obviously you have Hinch and Lou now. I don't care about them that much. I mean, Hinch, sure, but like Domingo Herman and any player that's suspended, that the suspension counts even if there's no games. Do you not understand what suspension is? You don't get suspended from school on Saturday. The whole point is games get played and you have to sit and watch the game get played and you're not allowed to play in it. That's the point of a suspension. So to say all the suspensions are just going to be absolved, they didn't get suspended. They didn't get punished at all. Zero punishment for these guys. And it's kind of the most common sense thing I've ever heard, and they're going against it. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I guess the counter argument to that is, I mean, just like player age stuff. How much time have you and I spent on baseball?
They're
and
punished,
PBAs? And I know, and basically because of this, the MLB saying that would be their time served. I kind of get it. You're right. I mean, in the word suspension and that powerful brain, it's never going to make sense, but I kind of get what's going on.
I get it if it's like with Herman, he has to sit at 63 more games. If they only play 60,
they
are they
prorate
really
it?
Make him like do the 3 more games or whatever? Like, I guess 3. But to say that it's filled if there's no games is pretty nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it's a punishment. And the punishment is to not play while others get to play. So
Amen.
Zero punishment. That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, we'll move on.
Weird times.
That's the half. It's halftime, Jake. My shoulders, upper back shoulders, I mean, are so much pain. I told Katie we were walking around because when you sit, you just have such bad posture. You're constantly pulling those muscles down. And we sat for 2 days straight in these chairs. I told Katie when we were walking to the grocery, it feels like I have a 50-pound sack that like I'm carrying on my shoulders just everywhere. But it's not. It's just my muscles being pulled down from bad posture and sitting so much. It hurts. But I played through it.
Proud of you.
You got anything for halftime?
I don't think so. Just need my workout plan.
There's probably someone that's really into fitness that they can tailor, but you need to go somewhere because you don't like doing it at home. I gotcha. But you can't do that during COVID.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like I do want to try it at home, but I need, like, anything is going to come in too intense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like I need day one to be like stretch and touch your toes for 10 minutes.
And then day 2, maybe day 3, you can get the 10-pound weights in.
Day 2 is like do the hold your leg and arm against the wall one.
Just get my grandma. Thigh. Yeah, get my grandma. My grandma's stuff. Honestly, I can ask my grandma what she watches. She does some real simple stretches.
Yeah, give me her information.
Like she does the stretch while you sit workouts.
I can't be sitting.
It's good stuff like this.
You don't want that? Jimmy's flapping his arms for those at home.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I said, give me your grandma's number.
Okay, sure. 203-272-1584.
Okay.
Mark it down. That's the end of the half.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather
6 o'clock. Time for the news.
A gender reveal party sparked a 10-acre fire in Florida for the umpteenth time. I feel like we've heard about gender reveal fires a couple times now. Little Women fans, the movie, are freaking out over water bottles being left on screen. A Tacoma man screams positivity through coronavirus scare. No one probably wants to hear that. A company that wanted its workers stimulus checks apologizes for ill-advised plan. Coronavirus testing kits heading to the UK found to be contaminated with COVID-19. Oh. Damn. And Zoom bombing is happening, and FBI are warning of hackers breaking into virtual meetings and school lessons.
Read the news today, oh boy.
So some stuff here, some shitty news, some good news. The gender reveal fire. I mean, we had this already, and the dude went to jail. I don't know if it wasn't in Florida. I don't know where it was.
Oh, I think it was like Arizona or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. And he was shooting like a target practice, and the sparks hit the grass. So this one, I'll read it quickly. A gender reveal party mixed with explosive has sparked a 10-acre fire in Florida. The county has been prohibiting open burning because of an increase in fires. Officials say to follow the rules, blah, 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 blah. Zero info on how he sparked the fire. So just terrible fucking reporting by the whatever website that was, WPTV. You're dead to me. Awful.
West Palm Beach. How did you say you're going to do your gender reveal again?
Oh, invite everyone over.
Right.
And then they're outside, right? And we have the sliding glass doors. Yep. And the sliding glass doors are taped with newspapers so you can't see through them, obviously.
Right.
And then
newspapers.
when the time is right, open the sliding glass doors. Okay?
Right.
And then there I am with the baby, and I hold him up and say, "It's a boy."
Right.
Yeah. Katie's in the back screaming still.
Yeah. It just popped out.
Yeah. Brand new. Originally,
I like that.
It was when it crowns. Just open the sliding glass doors.
Yeah.
And then start counting down as Katie screams and pushes.
That was the original plan. I'm glad you're updating it and you're thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I listened to a whole podcast. There's this podcast out there. Oh, fuck. I wish I knew the name. Give them a shout out. And they talk about like Willow. Willow is the name of the host. She does it like once a month, but she talks about social things like this. Like, hey, how did gender reveal parties become popular? What the fuck's that about? You know what I mean?
Right.
And she did one on truck nuts, the nuts that hang on the back of trucks. Like, who started this?
Sure.
Why is this so popular? It's a cool podcast.
Genius.
A Decoder Ring by Slate. There you go.
Nice.
Decoder. So I listened to the gender reveal. The lady who invented the gender reveal hates that she invented it. She feels bad that she put it onto society. She just had a blog and she thought it would be a fun way to share with like her friends, and what it's become is awful. So, don't use fire and shit, I guess.
I'm with you on that. I'm every day I wake up excited for your gender reveal.
Yeah. I don't know if Katie's going to be in on it.
Well, kind of not her choice. You have a dream and stand by that dream.
I don't want to know before it's born as well. So that's the only way to really do my gender reveal. Is just got to wait till the birth.
Yeah. Live
That was
content.
originally when we were writing like comedy skits ideas. Was a gender reveal skit where everyone's in the backyard having fun, and then they open like the tent or whatever, and it's just like a hospital room.
I mean, dude, that's a 10 out of 10. Like I would keep you down if I need to, but no, like if if we did that with production, or if Key and Peele did that, like that would be a 10 out of 10 skit. You just start with everyone in the backyard,
but
like
the baby's crowning, and they're like, "Okay, everyone, give us a countdown. It's crowning," and they open it, and then you see like the leg spread and the crowning, and the woman is screaming like, "Ah!" And she's like, they start like getting grossed out. They're like, "Oh my God, Bob, Jen, we didn't want to see this." They start walking away, and they're like, "Hey, stay here." And the wife is in on it. She's like, "Come back. What is it? Tell me."
The one creepy uncle. He's like,
it's
really
like, oh hell,
that's Nick. That's Nick.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, best gender reveal ever.
So it's perfect.
It is a good skit. That's originally when we thought of that. We were writing out just like bits and skits.
Boom.
Little Women I saw Little Women. I didn't notice the water bottles on screen. This also was a problem with
Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I'm
How
pretty
does
mixed.
this happen?
I'm pretty mixed on this because one, as a viewer, I don't think you should be up in arms.
Right.
But as a producer or director or anyone in charge, you should make sure that whoever is in charge of that gets fired or like puts it on their record or doesn't get hired again, because it's a huge mistake. I'm guessing there's just a quality control, like a PA. It's going to be above a PA. Set design, quality control. Someone needs to make sure this doesn't happen. They're like all over.
Jim,
Like, yeah.
The other side of this is viral marketing. You and I talked the other day.
I think if you have a shitty show or shitty movie, or like, not like a movie you want up for best, like the Little Woman, it's a serious contender. They wanted it to be like taken very seriously. But if you have like, I don't know, a B movie that's historical, then you can do that for the right reason, subtly. But
like this coming out now feels like now a lot of people are going to go watch Little Women because of it.
Yeah. Little Woman's a delightful movie. You should watch it. Just a delight.
Yeah. I made no comment on that. I know it was up for Best Picture and stuff like that. But again, think about what we're doing. Everyone's quarantined inside. You and I had the conversation, like what show is in its, 4th, 5th season that's like people can really binge out right now. Right now, Ozark's the leader in the Clubhouse, just finishing their 3rd season. For Little Women, this is huge right now. I think a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, shit, Little Women. It was up for Best Picture. There's some hidden water bottles. Let's make a night out of it.
Yeah. I'm a big Saoirse Ronan fan.
Oh, my God. It's all you talk about.
I know.
Is that Tynan's daughter?
No. She's from Ireland. She's very pretty, and she's really good.
Wasn't that the name of the guy who used to sing the Yankees, God Bless America?
That had one leg?
Yeah, Tynan Ronan?
Yeah.
Something
and then it
like
turned
that.
out he was super anti-Semitic, so the Yankees were like, ooh.
The Yankees hate that stuff, which is good.
It's really good. Ronan Tynan. You had his name mixed.
Ha!
And this is Saoirse Ronan. But
so I've got a question for you,
She's the
Jim.
best. Yeah.
Can I still say, like, Tynan Ronan's rendition of God Bless America was awesome, but he's a bad guy?
And we don't even know how bad of a guy he is, so I feel bad about that, because I don't know the full story. Apparently, what he said was, if anyone doesn't know, there's a guy who had one leg. He's an Irish tenor, and he would sing at Yankee games, and he had a great voice. His rendition was awesome.
The song is unbelievable.
Yeah. But he was looking at an apartment. So, a real estate agent and a prospective buyer was looking at an apartment in Tynan's building, and Tynan made what was constructed to be an anti-Semitic remark. And shortly after this, the Yankees called Tynan's fixed it. So an agent came to his building, and the agent and Tynan joked, like, hey, at least they're not Red Sox fans, and as long as they're not Jewish. That's what he said. And that got him. So, like,
that'll do it.
That'll do it. But I mean, it's weird. Yeah, that'll do it. It's bad guy. Great version of the song.
That rendition of the God Bless America is it's breathtaking.
I might have to go on a Saoirse Ronan binge because there's a lot of movies here I haven't seen that she's been in.
Why do you like her so much?
She's a really good actress. I saw her in Lady Bird, Mary Queen of Scots, Little Women, Brooklyn. There's some I haven't seen here. Lady Bird was a fantastic movie, and she was good in it.
I liked Lady Bird. Might have to rewatch that.
Yeah. I mean,
do you know she's from the Bronx, Jim?
Saoirse Ronan?
Born in the Bronx.
Oh, and then she moved to Ireland? Yeah.
American-Irish actress.
When she was 3, she moved back to Dublin. She got a thick accent. She's the best.
Look at that.
All right, so over that. Tacoma man screams positivity throughout all this. I don't really get what this is.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting because I feel like you earlier were against casual positivity, like in the yoga classes, but you love someone screaming something. So,
no, I wasn't against the positivity in the yoga classes. I was against them thinking they can control my brain,
right?
In like an annoying way.
It's a strong brain thing.
Yeah, like I could never get hypnotized when the hypnotist came to school. Because I was like,
we will. Just wait.
That'd be cool. The company behind a plan last week to cut some of its employees' pay. I clicked the wrong link like a dumb fucking.
Oh my God.
Okay, in Tacoma, Washington. Here's what happened, everyone. In this edition of Driver on the Street, photojournalist Michael Driver introduces us to Matt Fleming, a Tacoma man spreading positivity in a unique way by yelling at them. And then it's a whole video series story. So I think he's like driving around just yelling at people like, life's good.
You're going to have a great day today.
I appreciate it and I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you'd like it at first and then you'd be like, come on, dude, one trick pony. Give me more than this.
Depends on what he's yelling, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Kraus, when we were younger, maybe I shouldn't tell this story. I don't know. When we were younger, Kraus always would yell to the women that were like crossing the street properly, like, hey, women who behave rarely make history, jaywalk. And it was like, I don't know if that was funny or not. At 16, we thought it was funny. It's probably rude.
Yeah,
he wouldn't yell the
so.
jaywalk part. He wouldn't yell it. He would just say, women who behave rarely make history.
Right.
It's a good quote, but
it's a great quote.
I don't know if you're allowed to yell that anymore. So I don't know if that's what this guy's yelling.
I mean, probably not. I think I'd like it if there were subtle jabs. Like he was like, you know, you're having a bad hair day, but you're going to be great today.
Oh, despite that outfit, you will own this day.
I think that's good, right?
I mean, kind of funny. Yeah.
Like kind of keep you in check a little bit and keep you honest, but also be like, okay, I will persevere.
Yeah. I like that. That's good. How about this, dude? The Zoom bombing. Like people are hacking into Zooms and going into virtual meetings and school lessons. I feel bad because people may listen. Like I can't do the group Zooms anymore, man.
I told you.
I know.
I was ahead of this one.
I know.
Rare.
My dad's hosting a family trivia on Zoom on the weekend. I'm kind of excited for that because I like when my dad gets really into something.
I mean, that's a game show.
Yeah. Like, just Katie and I bailed on one the other day. We were watching a show. Yesterday I was trying to watch a lot of TV and I was like, I can't talk.
Right.
I'm watching the challenge. It's 2 hours. Then I'm watching Dave. Then I showed Katie Community because she'd love Community, but she'd never seen it before. Mm-hmm. So started watching that. But why would you want to Zoom bomb a random meeting? Like, what are you going to do? Just chat?
I think the controversy is that they're like putting porn in like these kids' classrooms. And like, that's the joke.
Been there.
Yeah. Again, why would you want to do that?
Adding like extra passwords and shit. And
you just said when you were 16, you used to yell at women crossing the street. I think
I did not. I didn't. I never yelled at Kraus did that. That's not the same thing as putting porn on a random school's thing. Like hacking,
kind of
putting effort into
prank.
it. Seems like a lot of effort.
I mean, these kids grew up with technology. I don't think it takes that much effort. And Zoom was this much smaller program.
You got to do much less harmful pranks.
What's a penis doing?
You just got to put, because the teacher might get fired.
Not if someone hacks the class. Why would the teacher get fired?
I don't know. I just feel like if you're doing fun stuff, playful stuff, it's still weird. Like, I don't want to be so far away from a Zoom meeting.
Their daily users went from 10 million in December to 200 million.
Yeah. It's crazy that they could handle it. You would think that they wouldn't.
That's the COVID doc that, I'll be honest, I do want to see, is like businesses that grew because of this. And it's
toilet
like
paper,
Zoom,
hand sanitizer,
toilet paper, delivery services, right? What else? Who's making all these masks?
I don't know.
Right?
Mask companies?
It's gotta be.
Gotta be.
My Pillow guy.
We one time in middle school, they made those watches that you could sync to TVs as remote controls. Do you remember those?
No.
Yeah, so one time they made watches and you could like sync them as a remote control to the TV, like get the signal or something. One time we ran around the neighborhood in Lake Zurich and went behind our buddy's dad's house and just like changed a channel on him. You know, he would change it. We'd change it back from behind the glass with the watch. That's a little similar to Zoom bombing.
Yeah, what the kids are doing in Zoom classrooms. Yes.
I don't think the kids are doing it. I think adult hackers are doing it. That's where it's weird. If it's kids doing it to their own classroom, that's hilarious. If it's adult hackers doing it to a random children's classroom, that's disgusting. So maybe
thoughts on hacking adults or hacking kids?
I think what Jim just said is the most correct thing. If it's the kids doing it, that is hilarious. If adults are going in and like showing kids porn, I'm pretty sure that's illegal on a lot of levels.
That's what I was upset about. If it's kids doing it,
I can agree with all of that.
If it's kids doing it to their own classroom, that's all in good fun. I just don't think these kids are hacking.
I'm assuming it's kids doing it to random. I'm assuming it's random. Yeah, I think hacking might be getting misused there. I think.
Well, the FBI is searching for these people, so like that makes me think it's adult hackers.
FBI's looking for stuff to do too. You know.
I mean, they should probably help out with all the fucking Corona shit.
Yeah, be nice.
Yeah, that would be good.
Have you seen Francesor going nuts like every day?
Yeah, I feel bad for him because he's a Veer elk where like all his life is sports. And he's losing his mind. Like, I know people rip on Francesor a lot, but I read his tweets. I have empathy for him. Like, do you know, this is mean, you know Frank the Tank that does stuff for Barstool, and clearly he's a little off and just screams and yells? Are you familiar with him? Francesor, without sports, his Twitter has become Frank Tank. Like, it's become like, you're not a human being with thoughts anymore.
It was partial. I mean, Francesa has been falling off the deep end a little bit anyways, but it's also like Francesa has this proud, like American, like almost like 1920s Americana pride in him that like people don't really have anymore. So he's like shocked that the military isn't fully involved in stuff. And like every day he's tweeting out like, we're the best country in the world. Why we have the strongest military. Why aren't they here? And it's like, dude, you gotta like, it's not 1947, dude. Like times are changing.
I sit in my office and watch the virus win day after day. Watch people in my city die. Where's the full force of the American response? When do we begin to act like the USA? What does he want? Just full quarantine?
Military to come in and like flood the streets. I don't really know.
Yeah. Did you hear the report? And this, I hate talking about this because I didn't like fact check and you say one thing and everyone's like, actually, that's not true. But there's some report I saw recently that like China like totally lied about how many people and how dangerous this is, which I think I think everyone knew that it was more dangerous than they said, but you can't just, you have to ease the public into these things. Maybe they went a little too slow with the ease, but I think it's definitely more dangerous than.
Well, I think they're saying not even like the people, because I think you're right on that, but like China didn't tell like other governments and stuff how bad this was.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know all the actual like stuff about that, but
I have a short guy update.
yes, need it.
I just got a text from our buddy Matt, who works with us and does graphic stuff, and he sent a picture of Nick Saban, and he said, "Hey, do you know Nick Saban's 5'6"?" And I said,
seems
"Yeah,
like
I
it.
knew he's short."
Yeah, seems like it.
Yeah, so that's just an update in the everyday life of a short person.
Yeah, you guys know this shorts? I got to do all my emails. I've been dodging my emails because we've been recording. I love when we get to record and I get to not respond to people. I'm like, no, sorry, doing heavy content stuff.
Yep.
And then
Recording.
I have to go in and respond.
Content.
Every email I get is like another sack on my shoulders.
Oh my God.
Just hate them. I hate them. I guess I'll update you on some stuff. Yeah.
You almost sound like Leslie Jordan there for a second. I just hate him.
Just hate it. He's the best. He's crushing it. He's become a little too
sack on my shoulder.
Yeah. He had one or two that became too self-aware for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. Is this going to be bad? But then he came back strong.
Yeah.
But like,
well, he's trying to do one segment, like he's trying to do like Leslie's daily segment or something, and that's
pillow talk.
Too much pillow talk, yes. But when he just turns on the camera and starts rolling and talking, that's the good stuff.
There was one where he was not the one we watched with his mom. There was one where he was fake yelling at his mom, and I was like, Leslie, you don't need to be doing this stuff. Just say funny words. He does have some good stories. He said George Clooney paid his tailor to make his pants smaller and smaller every day, so he thought he was losing weight.
Bigger.
Fucked up. Bigger?
Yeah. He made the pants bigger, so Leslie felt smaller.
Yes. It's fucked up.
Pretty.
It's a good prank. Good prank. Anything else? Did you like Dave last night?
Dave update. I did like Dave. Let me think. No girlfriend. And I found that I like her a lot as a character on the show.
Yeah. I guess it didn't call for it. Get the story he was telling. I think he really wants to part of me is thinking that Lil Dicky had a conversation with his crew and was like, hey, how do I drop? Like, I want to make like a video saying I'm not Little Dicky anymore. I'm Dave and take me seriously and all that. And they're like, yo, what if we made a TV show? And that was how we did it. Because it seems like his whole goal is like, don't think of me like a Lonely Island joke rapper anymore. I'm not a clown.
Right.
I am a skilled artist and comedy writer and actor and rapper. And it's Dave. Which I'm behind.
I think that's what he feels the story of his life has been. So that's why he's telling it that way.
Yeah. Someone in the chat said, what happened with they tried to take their employees' checks? And yeah, that was a story we read that I skipped over. A company behind a plan last week to cut some of its employees' paychecks if the $2 trillion COVID stimulus bill was approved has now changed its mind. The plan would have allowed the company to reduce paychecks by the amount of the stimulus payment expected from the government. So they wanted to take the stimulus from them by taking it out of their salary, basically?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, that's bad form.
Bad form.
ImageNet.
Swing and a miss. I'm never using them again.
Yeah, you're out of my life.
I swear by it.
Cool. Well, I don't know. Can you? Do you need to look up this first?
I don't know. No. I mean, I just talk out of my butt and let it ride.
God damn it. I'm such a stupid motherfucking loser. ImageNet.
Did you spill again?
Let it be. I'm seeing if you can cancel
No,
image.
no. I'm not letting it be. What happened?
Yeah, I
You
spilled
just screamed
again.
a curse word into our ears.
I spilled again. Get over it.
Dude, I'm supposed to be the spill guy. Water? Coffee?
Coffee.
There's only two types. There's only 2 times a day now. It's either coffee or wine.
So mad at myself, dude.
Mad at myself. Haven't gotten off the couch all day.
That cursing, how I just cursed at myself, is how I talk to myself on a daily basis. And BBD gets to see it now when he sees me record the breakdowns. And I think everyone that has watched me record them live, from my brother to Bill to BBD, is like, whoa, this is a hostile environment.
So it's me on the golf course.
Yeah. My go-to is like, you stupid fucking loser. You stupid fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I probably call myself that, I don't know, like 5 times a day. I'll do it for little stuff. Like if I walk into the one room and forget to bring my phone, just curse myself out. All right. That's the show as Katie comes. Oh, Katie's doing Katie sponged off the coffee, but off the table. But as she did that, it was dripping, and then I had to catch it with my legs. So now my sweats are really wet. There where I spilled coffee all over myself. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.
Outro music today.
Oh, fucking shit. God damn it. Here you go. Bye. Oh, mother.